Guys and girls, meditation can fuck you up big time. Meditation is not for everyone, guys. You might think that it's something that you want to do, but you really don't know where it's going to take you. You do not have the foreknowledge to understand what kind of things this practice is going to affect in your head. Listen, there's a reason that people go to caves to start to meditate. Things start to happen which are inconceivable, guys. Guys, if you are living in 21st century society and you use Instagram and you use Facebook and you use cellular phones and you're used to living socially and interacting socially and vibing with people socially, meditation could fuck all of that shit up. Like, it fucked me up, and it fucked up so much in what I was doing with my life and where I was trying to go and what I was trying to achieve. It numbed me. It numbed me. It really filled me with a lot of pain. A lot of pain that, look, okay, it's true. If you meditate, your unconscious mind will come into your head and you will see a lot of your repressions, a lot of the things that really pushed you into becoming the way you are, not in the best way though. And you might say, well, that's good. You're unlocking repressions. But the problem is, it might come in like a flood, like a deluge, like something coming from above you and flooding into you. That's the kind of level of emotional perception that meditation can do to you. And if you're not ready for that, it could seriously scar you and seriously harm you and seriously change the flow of your existence. And it really depends on, I think, your neurological makeup has something to do with it. Maybe you are kind of powerful in the meditation ways. Powerful meditator, naturally. Like some people are powerful jumpers. They jump really high, right? Or they run really fast. Or they have a knack for aiming and hitting, like with guns or with a bow and arrow, and they just have it. Other people have to train for it. And some people, like me, barely did any meditation and was instantly getting like crazy results. And it was like, what the fuck? How is this even possible? This is not supposed to happen. The problem is there hasn't been, well, there have been a lot of people who have been trying to teach meditation. I don't think there have been many victims of meditation coming up and saying, wow, this fucked my life up. And the problem is it's not very standardized. It's not easy to tell who is a good meditator and who is not. It's just you ask someone, they tell you. You can't demonstrate it very easily. Unlike running. If you run really fast, you can time it. You can measure it. If you jump really high, you can touch it. You can touch at the top to see how high you got. But with meditation and spirituality, who's gonna measure that? Can you measure it? Do you have the measuring instrument to measure how strong of a love reaction you had? Maybe if you went to a big university and you had things plugged onto you, they could measure the electricity in your head. That's a way to do it, but do you have access to that? I don't. If you have the kind of money to have access to that, well, if I had the kind of money, I would have been very interested to sit down and understand, okay, something weird is happening, and I don't know what it is. And to have scientists there to help you through that is one thing, but to be young and uninformed, without a teacher, trying all these different kinds of things with spirituality, and really focusing on meditation to the extent that you start to want to sacrifice everything for meditation. It's not a cup of tea, guys. There's a lot of people that do very well with spirituality. I have a lot of friends that have done very well with spirituality and their lives are going great. But there's another group of people that don't do well on spirituality. They do very badly and it fucking hurts them. And you can read online, there's a lot of papers about it. The negative sides of too much meditation, negative sides of too much spirituality. And all I'm trying to say is that you have to be careful. It's not something that a lot of people want to hear or talk about. A lot of people want to have the John Lennon, all is one and one is all kind of vibe. No countries, no separations. To some people, it just doesn't happen that way. Like me, it didn't happen that way to me. And I've had to struggle out of the dark places that meditation took me to. Yes, meditation made my life extremely dark. Like dark as you could fucking want. Because that was just my destiny. Some people go to meditation and they do Vipassana yoga and they go to a retreat and they come back completely revolutionized for the better. I never got that. I never really connected to people when I did meditation. All I got was like more holes to dig in, like going into here, going into there, going out, and I'll have another video about going out, but this video is not about going out, it's about coming in and deep in until you realize that what is you thought was in is really out. And you can sit and not move and meditate from this position right here. And you can move out somewhere new and somewhere different from anything you have ever experienced or seen before. So that's my 2 cents about meditation. I throw them in the river and I tell people, this is not for everyone.